Okay, so our third team is our first internal Citrix team. The name of the team is ReBar. So how many of you struggle getting through your email every day? Yeah, it's that killer app that we all got to live with. Well, this team has been exploring ways to solve that problem and automate some of the processes we do so we can get through that more quickly. Two really great entrepreneurs from Citrix, Grady Slane and Michelle Pavone, are both veterans at Citrix. Grady's been with Citrix since 2010, doing product marketing, and Michelle joined us just in the last year after doing a lot of startup activity, including City Search. So, Grady, Michelle, come on up.
Monday after Thanksgiving, I woke up to 296 unread email messages. And I immediately got that feeling of anxiety that we all know, because I knew it was going to take me all morning to get in my inbox. I really hate my email. But the thing is, as much as my email annoys me, the thought of missing something important in my inbox is that much worse. I'm not alone in feeling this way, though. Over the past 3 months, we've learned this is a feeling shared by most modern workers. Some of us have the resources to hire a personal assistant so we can focus our attention just on the most important things, but most of us don't. But what if you had a smart app that would automatically pick out the important things in your email for you so you could focus your attention on those things first? Wouldn't that not only save you the time and effort of going through your inbox, but the anxiety of doing so as well? We are the ReBar team, and we're trying to revolutionize email for modern day workers. Our team of developers, engineers, product, marketing, and launch specialists came together 3 months ago with the goal of trying to change task management. But what we found over the course of 78 interviews was that people didn't struggle with task management as much as we had thought. What they actually struggled with was parsing out the important bits out of a sea or a flood of digital communication. How much time do you think your typical modern worker spends in email on a given day? Half hour, 2 hours? Your typical modern worker spends over 2 hours in their inbox every single day. And that's time spent away from productive working hours and from personal time as well. We know this is a real problem that people have. And it's a problem that affects potentially anyone with an email address, but we decided to focus on the tech industries to start because there are a number of reasons why it's an ideal place for us to. The first of which, as many of you know, is that tech can be a very email-centric culture. The second thing is that tech workers tend to be dispersed across different geographies, and this generally contributes to the frequency of email usage. The third thing is that tech companies are frequently growing, so as they're adding new employees and adding new clients, this generally tends to contribute to the amount of email usage as well. And then there's an important fourth thing, which is tech workers generally tend to adopt and evangelize technology more quickly than workers in other industries. So we know that there's a need for a product like this, and we know that there's a market for it based on our own customer research. However, there's also trends emerging in the market right now that further validate that, namely the entrance of competitors like Google Inbox, Microsoft Clutter, and IBM burst into the space. Our advantage is that the three things that are our key value drivers are also the three things that distinguish us most from our competition. The first of which is that we work with multiple inboxes. So unlike Google, which only works with Google Inbox, or Microsoft Clutter that only works with Office 365, we work with both your work and your personal email because you have important things going on both. The second thing is that our system is designed with active learning in mind. So every time you interact with it, whether that's reading an email, replying to an email, or recategorizing something, the system is getting smarter and more tailored for you the next time you use it. And the final thing is that our system fundamentally thinks about categorization in a different way relative to our competition. They think of email as in categories of promotional, or travel, or tomorrow, but people don't think about their email that way. They go through the whole inbox because they want to get to the important things. Our system actually finds those important things and put them front and center for our customers. To walk you through exactly how that works, Michelle's going to pick it up from here.
Thank you, Greg. So I get to do the exciting part, which is walk you through what this thing looks like. So let's get started. So as soon as you enter your email address into ReBar, it is going to sort the hundreds of emails you get every day and organize them into prioritized groups, high, medium, and low. Now diving into ReBar, you can search across all of your emails, you can view the original email, and you can also recategorize and reprioritize your email in your inbox. Because what's great about ReBar is that every time you interact with it, it's learning from what you're doing. So that way when a similar email comes in the next time, it knows exactly how to classify it the way you like it. Now what you're looking at now is built for mobile. But based on our customer research, we know that mobile is just as important as desktop and other devices. So ReBar will have an interface for any type of device, so we can deliver the right experience at the right time to the right person. Now I don't know about you, but I like to be organized. And ReBar is going to help you organize the chaos of your inbox. Because the faster you can get through your email, the faster you can get to everything else. So let me walk you through the business model. We built our business model centered around freemium. From our research, free users are not only more likely to recommend our product to their friends, their family, and their colleagues. I know I do when I get a chance to use a product at low risk. But they're also going to be paying us a very important currency, which is their data. Now, their data is going to help us fuel the machine learning powered prioritization model, so our product can be running at peak performance. Now, once these free users are hooked and they see the value of ReBar, they are going to be ready to upgrade to tailor their experience. So when they are, we're going to take a look at three things. One is going to be teams and verticals. We're going to be able to hone in on specific role-specific keywords and patterns and be able to tailor the experience for them. Two is going to be analytics. With analytics, a business leader or team leader can make data-driven decisions on how they're changing communication across their company. And three, of course, we're looking at Citrix product integrations. So with our APIs, a product like Worksmail can integrate with us and provide immediate value and benefit to their existing enterprise customers. So let me leave you with this key thought. In the last 60 days, we have seen an explosion of email prioritizing and viewing solutions. And with that, we have ReBar, where we can step into the marketplace now and compete against these other products. This team has thrived on bringing practical solutions with the latest technology to our customers and making business sense out of it. And we are excited to get ReBar out there and show our customers what they can use. Thank you.
Great job, guys. Quick question. When getting out there and talking to tons of customers, that they often steer you down different paths. Did you guys make any turns along the way?
We absolutely did. I alluded to this earlier, but initially we went in thinking that we wanted to almost tie different mobile apps together using a sort of task management tool. And we learned pretty early on that we were not on the right track. And it really took, I would say, give or take 30 interviews before we finally narrowed in on the current path that we're on, which is focusing on email and focusing on trying to make that more contextual for the user.
So I'm curious, what was it like being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, it was awesome to get the chance to take what the program gives you. There's a lot of design thinking, lean thinking, and just being able to apply it. And like John had said earlier, not having any customers is kind of freeing because you can really dive into the problems and listen to the customers and see what it is that they need, what can actually help them that they need. So it's been a great program to be a part of, and we are so excited that we got the chance.
Thank you.
So that's a great question. You know, being an entrepreneur, you know, and working in a large corporation, it sounds like it would be better because you do have a paycheck, but you may have other responsibilities, and you can't totally separate your mind away sometimes from your past job and, you know, what's your future. So I think it's really tough to be an entrepreneur.